Imagine waking up to a lush, green and thriving food forest in containers every day. God's willing, this new year, it is such a blessing.
Come garden with me now, man.
That's what a nice place to live. Sweet jam.
Wondering how you can grow a lush, green, thriving garden in this new year yourself? I am here to share that with you today. I am about to share some tips with you on how I keep this, my urban backyard food forest, in containers looking like this year round. Welcome and welcome back to another Gardening with Stacey. Thank you all so much for tuning in. A happy new year to you and your family. May God bless and keep you and your families safe throughout this year. I wish for you nothing but good health, long life and prosperity. So how do I keep my garden looking lush and green throughout the year? Now these tips I'm about to share with you are in no particular order. So pruning. Pruning is something you need to do by removing unwanted branches to improve the trees and plants structure. In that you are allowing new and healthier growth, and all in all it provides better airflow for your plants. Removing dead and decaying leaves will attract less pests. Next up is mulching. Mulching helps to suppress weeds, retain moisture, enrich your soil, and regulate your soil temperature. I have a video on that in detail, so I'll link it in the description. Next is to remove weeds. Even though mulching helps to suppress weeds, you'll still have a few pushing through nevertheless. They will steal your plant food and water. So simply just remove them to prevent them from competing with your plants. Now, fertilizing. You want to feed your plants with suitable nutrients. I grow organically, so I make my own liquid fertilizer from kitchen scraps. I will link a video in the description. That video will answer all of your questions as to how I go about fertilizing my garden in order to keep it green and lush and producing. Next is pest management. Child. Going a day or two without monitoring your plants is a recipe for disaster. These pests are pestilence, as I call them. They come to kill, steal and destroy your garden. So you have to stay on top of things. Search your plants regularly. Apply pest control. Come out at nights when possible to catch those burgers of a slug. They have destroyed so much for me, but I'll never let them stop me from growing my own food. So regular inspection is very important. It will make damage control easier for you. Next up is soil care, which is very important. I consistently amend my soil with organic matter. Currently in recent months I have been using horse manure, but prior to that I've used rabbit and chicken manure as well. The real reason really for mainly using the horse manure right now is because it is more accessible. I've also in the past used fortified organic matter that I purchased from the garden store, and in my opinion it is just as good, but of course more costly. And if you have the space, you definitely can make your own compost as well. Next is to provide support for your plants, whether staking or trellising. Getting fresh fruits and vegetables conveniently in your own backyard. What else could you ask for? I mean, gardening is so therapeutic, very rewarding, quite fulfilling and so refreshing. It's just such a privilege and a blessing to be able to reap what you sow. And gardening does take time and patience. Don't expect to plant a seed today and then want to get your fruits
In a jiffy, you will definitely get your fruits and vegetables. You just have to be patient. They will definitely come.
And don't be dismayed when things go wrong or not going according to plan. At the end of the day, once you keep focused, you keep pressing, you keep pushing, you keep growing, then eventually you'll see the fruits of your labor. This is the best therapy ever. I love nature and I love growing my food and I love eating my food that I grow, because why not? The joy of doing this is second to none. If I can do it, you definitely can do it too. I've had where some persons come to me with their negativity, but I had a vision. I stayed focused and I kept going because I know what my God can do once I put in the work. Alright, so you got this, and we're here to grow together. So stay tuned for much more. So the final one we'll look at for today is regular watering. You need to water based on your plant's needs. Not every plant needs to be watered at every single watering schedule you may have. As a matter of fact, I will dive deeper into when to water your plants in another video tomorrow, God's willing. Be sure to tune in. Alright, so I'll leave you here for today. Drop your comments below, your questions, suggestions, recommendations, whichever. Drop them in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. Until then, walk good.
Sweet Jamaica, man, I land that. Me no stop love it. I mean, know the world massive love it and them respect it, man. Hear this? A lot of mercy. Help me big up Jamaica, the land of wood and water. The system might not proper, but we love the vibe, the food and the culture. Whoa, can't you see the beauty of this country? Me never know a serious thing until me reach a foreign. So what a nice place to live. Sweet jam down, the only problem is dollars now run. So what a nice place to live. Sweet jam down, the only problem is dollars now run. Now with the money in your pocket and a God in your heart. Crowd of people, what more you want? Reggae music, I play a reggae artist a chant. I hear some me born and me not transplant. What a nice place to live. Sweet jam down, the only problem is dollars now run. So what a nice place to live. Sweet jam down, the only problem is dollars now run. A man will live on a banana boat and him a gone overboard because him say everywhere better than he have. But when him touch certain countries, see this system a fraud, him have to run back a jam down and give it its reward. What a nice place to live. Sweet jam down, the only problem is dollars now run. So what a sweet place to live. Sweet jam down, the only problem is dollars now run. Yes, I'm a born, yes, I'm a come from.